sorry, I will start over.
Yeah, you talk.
Merhabalar herkese, yeni videoma hoş geldiniz arkadaşlar. Gördüğünüz gibi bu videoda benim için de bir konuğum var. Sevgili Mari bizlerle. Mari ile şimdi biz biraz İngilizce bir video çekeceğiz. Umarım ki hani aramızda anlayanlar olacaktır ya da Auto Translate'ten de takip edebilirsiniz. Ama hani onun da anlayabilmesi için Türkçe girişler yapmayacağım. Şimdi direkt geçiyorum. Okay. Hi Marie.
Hi Simay.
Welcome to my channel.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's so nice to have you here. Do you want to introduce yourself for a little bit?
Sure. My name is Marie, and I kind of recently moved to Spain from the US with my husband. Originally, I'm from Ukraine. I lived like Simay in Poland. I lived there almost 8 years. I studied there, I worked there, and I met my American husband in Poland, and we decided to move to America in order to stay together because he couldn't legally stay longer in Poland after the pandemic ended. So we moved to North Carolina in America. We lived there for a little bit more than 1 year, for 14 months. Then we understood that it's completely not our lifestyle. We didn't enjoy that, and we saw an opportunity to get visa, the digital nomad visa. We got approved with it. We applied for it while being in Spain. It was a major decision for us, again, to move to another country. So many, we had to cross the ocean so many times. But living in Spain was our dream, especially. It was my dream since I was 14 years old. It was the first time I went to Spain and I fell in love with it. And all my friends and family knew that one day, somehow, I would move to live here. And this happened this year in July. And we moved to Valencia, and here we are.
Yes, and we met like a couple of, maybe 2 months ago.
Maybe 2 months ago,
when
yes.
I moved in here. So she has also a channel. She makes really great videos about Valencia and Spain.
Yes.
So you can check out her YouTube channel as well. She does it in English. And I wanted to ask you, since you lived in Poland and the US, so what do you think the biggest difference in Spain compared to, like Poland, for example?
I mean, so many differences. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love Poland. So yeah, as I mentioned, I'm from Ukraine, but I moved out of Ukraine when I was 17, so right after high school. And all my, let's say, adult life I spent abroad, and I even don't remember how is it living in Ukraine anymore. I love Poland because I feel like it's my second home, if you can say like that. And every time I visit it, it's just, you can describe these feelings. But I always knew that it was temporary. Mm-hmm. Like I wanted something else. It has great job opportunities, actually, because the economy of Poland is constantly developing, and the European Union is constantly contributing and giving money to Poland, to Polish economy. So if you want to find a job, Spain is completely not the country you go to. It's harder here. I mean, I don't want to demotivate people, right? If you want to feel you want to live in Spain, then of course go for it. It doesn't matter if there will be some challenges, you can overcome it and find a job here as well. But the economy in Poland, in my opinion, is better. There are more international companies, and it's not that difficult to find comparing to other countries, and especially comparing to Spain. But I knew that it was temporary because of several reasons. Like I didn't like the mentality of Polish people, the kind of they are kind of reserved for me, so I'm more like open-minded. I like to talk to people. I like, I know, small talks. I like when they smile to me and I smile back to them. It was a bit harder. I never found good Polish friends. I have some acquaintances and we still talk and they're awesome, but I never made like strong friendship with those people. But even despite the fact that actually Ukraine and Poland is right there, but we still have like different mentality, I think. Yeah. The weather is the second thing. It's not that sunny as in Spain. Here, even during the winter time, you don't feel depressed. You get up, it's sunny, and you feel this burst of energy, and you just feel more happy here. In Poland, it's colder, of course, and there are a lot of cloudy days, and especially where we lived in Wrocław and Krakow, they are known for having bad air pollution.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know what the deal is. It's like geographical position.
Yes, and they still use coal. Like,
and they use coal,
for the heating. So that's like one of the reasons. Yeah, and since we are talking about Poland, do you speak Polish?
I do speak Polish, yes.
Okay, so that actually makes a great point, because the things that you were like listing so far, the things that I mentioned in my previous video, you know, like my experience about Poland, the only difference is that I don't speak Polish, but still I see that like even though you are speaking Polish, your experience was the same.
Yes.
Like I can relate to that. So
I mean, the main difference, and again, I don't want to say that Polish people are like, no, it's not about that at all.
It's culture.
It's culture, it's culture. Probably, I mean, people would find Ukrainians different. So it's
true.
like, it's just
they
a
are
perception,
different
right?
Culture,
The thing is that I found when I'm in the conversation with Polish people, the conversation is kind of limited. True. I feel like I cannot go beyond some invisible borders. Like they don't let me to get into more like personal. Like there is, it's kind of more like Scandinavian.
There is no flow. You know,
there is no flow.
Yes,
you can get it. I don't feel it like in Spain as much.
Yeah.
It's so easy to start a conversation here. It's so easy to find, like even to start a conversation with a stranger or to meet somebody, right, and have some friendship. It's easier here, just generally. They're more welcoming.
Yeah, and I think after some time, you know, like it gets harder, not easier. So that's why I decided to move to Spain as well. Okay, and how about US? Compared to US, how different Spain?
I mean, that's different, right? Because Europe and the US culture, they're generally different. The walking issue was very big for us. I love walking, okay? I feel like it's a very natural thing to do. And I was amazed that it's so car dependent and I mean, people do actually do sport. They do jogging. They have pets, right? If you have a dog, you need to go for a walk. But some things like grocery shopping, or like just like peeking into the stores and just being curious. Oh, what they're selling, or let's like get in this store and talk to this shop assistant, and just just some kind of daily life things that is completely like normal here in Europe. There you don't feel it. It's not like that. Probably in major cities like New York, San Francisco, Chicago, there is that walkability. But again, people are busy. Those like metropolitan big cities, they're not that nice and welcoming who will have some kind of conversation. If they will have a small talk, it most probably will be kind of like fake style, just because it's their job. They need to be like professional. They have some instructions to follow. They need to talk to you because you're a customer, and they need to sell you something. But again, living in big metropolitan cities, it's very expensive. So very expensive, and you choose something that is more in the middle, and then you get what you get. And people are even if Americans are super nice, but they're still reserved in the sense of they prefer to stay at home, and that's why they have like big nice houses instead of communicating, going out, spending time outside. You don't see like kids having a blast at midnight like you see in Spain. Families getting together, sharing a big meal. They share a big meal on the Thanksgiving Day. Christmas max is like, you know, 2 major celebrations. So it's very limited in terms of connections and relations as well there. And the last thing I will say, because you can talk endlessly comparing those things, but the last thing I will say is also the fresh produce. I lost weight there in America. It's so funny because everybody who moves to America, they gain weight, but I actually lost weight. I didn't like the food. It is actually tasteless, and we were trying food from different places. Of course, not from high luxurious supermarkets like Whole Foods or like Sprouts market, if you know what I mean, but it's expensive to do daily groceries there. It's more like upscale supermarkets. So that is more like middle or even like lower is tasteless. It's kind of like plastic, I don't know. And I even developed some acne on my skin. I started to have issues with that because of the quality that I was eating. So that was a big deal, like the food.
You know,
the fast food. No.
My acne issues actually started in the US as well. That's like quite coincidence.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, when I went for work and travel, so I stayed in the US for 3 months. I was like 21 years old, and that was a time like because I was eating like American food, and then my acne problem started. That's like coincidence.
Mediterranean diet is the way to go.
It's a good one. Yeah,
it's a good one.
So again, those are all like personal choices. We don't say anything. It's just like personal experiences. And I have one final question. So I know that like you like Spanish culture, you like Valencia, and you speak also Spanish. But are there anything that you don't like actually about Spain?
That's a good one. It's hard to like say something that I'm irritated about or I don't like. I would say it like that. You need to set right expectations about Spain. Because I have the right expectations. I don't have that many cons about this country because I know what to expect. I was an exchange student here before in Tarragona, which is in Catalonia region. I went again and I did an internship again in Catalonia. So I spent here some time before we moved here, and just before I generally had this decision that yes, one day I want to live here. So I was more or less prepared, and I would say you have to be patient. And you don't have to like stress out much about the things because some things will take time. Especially if we are talking about rental market. I think that's a big issue, and that can be very irritating because you need to have savings and you need to pay a lot to find an apartment, especially it's like if it's your first apartment here in Spain. And the second thing, if I had to look for a job here, that would be so stressful. I probably would hate this place. It is hard. I remember when I had that internship, I was so desperate to remain living in Spain that my manager, he offered me 500 euros as a salary, plus he would be paying for a room in a shared apartment. And he would like help me with the visa. But again, 500 euros, okay, a room, but still, I could earn more in Poland working in a good prestigious company and having like promotions like some kind of career, yeah. And here just in some agency with 500 euros, well, come on. And I was like, no. So it is hard, but a lot of people, they jump on any opportunity, just like to stay, and then they start to find other solutions, and with time you get a better job because you learn Spanish better, and you find those like skills that are needed here.
Some good tips for me.
Yes. So maybe
I can
that.
prove you wrong.
And maybe just the thing that it can be hard also with the fact that people like to go out here and spend time outside, and there are always some kind of events going on. We often, with my husband, have this feeling like FOMO, like we are missing out something, what's going on. And it's Valencia, it's not even Madrid or Barcelona. Yeah, but you want, with this perfect weather, when you see people sipping coffee or a glass of wine outside and having some tapas, you want to join them. Yes. It's like you want also to go out, but I mean, we need also to work, right? We need to follow with everybody has their own chores and stuff, so I don't really know when they have time for that. This is still my question, but the things are often closed here because of different festivities and events, so that can be also irritating, like, why are they always celebrating something? Can they just work? Yeah. But other than that, like, I prepared myself with this, so I feel quite fine with. I don't have like major cons of Spain.
This is actually like great closure, like to sum up this video, that if you know what to expect, then you won't be disappointed.
I mean, this applies to any country, right?
Exactly.
But still, I think it's important to know how you try, right, to live in another country and see if it fits you or not. Yes. Because I expected I had some expectations around, for example, the United States. My husband is American, but still, it was such a big shock, and it completely didn't fit me.
Okay,
so
yes.
It just depends.
Okay, I agree with you, like, completely. So it's better, like, it's better to actually try yourself. You know, like, majority of people, they told me not to go to Barcelona, and then I choose Valencia, and now I will like move to Barcelona.
But you have experience about Valencia now.
Yeah, that's like, it's better to try yourself. Yes. So that was the end of our video. Thank you so much for sharing your insights and stories. So it's like our third time, I guess, like, we are meeting, and we met through actually YouTube channel, and then I reached out to you on Instagram. I'm so happy for that. Yes. So, and
I'm very honored to be now on this channel as well.
Yes, we just shoot a video for your channel, and
you can check it out. Yeah. It's a very interesting video about apartment hunting and the reality of finding an apartment in Spain. So we'll leave a description below.
Yes, you will see her channel like in my description. Okay, thank you so much, Marie, again. And now I think I will switch to Turkish. Evet arkadaşlar, izlediğiniz için teşekkürler. Marie ile biz şimdi yemek yiyeceğiz, biraz sohbet edeceğiz. Daha sonrasında ben tekrar bir video çekeceğim. Görüşmek üzere, kendinize iyi bakın. Benim kanalıma abone olmayı, Marie'nin kanalını da kontrol etmeyi ihmal etmeyin. Yorumlar bırakırsanız çok sevinirim. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın.